Bonjour mes élèves. Voici une leçon sur l'alphabet et les accents. L'alphabet. Répétez après moi. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now you're going to take notes on the accents, les accents, on the sheet of paper Madame gave you in class, or if you can't find that, then you may download it from the blog. There are 5 accents. 4 can go over vowels. 1 goes under only 1 consonant. The 2 most common accents are the accent grave and the accent aigu. Répétez. Accent grave, accent aigu. Accent grave, accent aigu. And as you can see from the note, both of these accents affect pronunciation. Here's a little jingle we use to help us remember which direction the grave and the aigu go. Grave to the left, aigu to the right. Grave to the left, aigu to the right. Try to join in with me. Grave to the left, aigu to the right. Grave to the left, aigu to the right. So the grave will appear above an A, E, and U, and the accent aigu will appear only before the letter E. E in French. Répétez après moi. E accent grave, E accent aigu. E accent grave, E accent aigu. So notice we say the letter, the vowel, and then we say the word accent, and then we say the grave, the aigu, the circonflexe, or the tréma. Répétez. A accent grave, U accent grave. The E accent grave makes the E sound like the E in bête, and the E accent aigu makes the E sound like A, as in bake. Répétez. Zèbre, chèque, scène. With the E accent aigu, éléphant, république, créole. All right, let's get to another accent. This is the 3rd accent, and it's the accent circonflexe. Looks like a little tent. Goes over vowels. Okay, the circonflexe does not affect pronunciation. It's an ancient replacement for the letter S. So these words should look familiar to you. Hotel, we have hotel in English. Used to be that, but this word still exists in English as well. Hostel, if you've heard of a youth hostel, it's not exactly an inn, but it's a place where you can stay rather cheaply because there aren't the services that a hotel provides, and you can travel cheaply around the world staying in hostels. We have been introduced to the month of August, août. You see there's no S, there's a circumflex. And you should recognize the word forêt, okay, and there's no S as in forest. Okay, and that's the accent circumflex. So A accent circumflex, O accent circumflex. Okay. The tréma, the last of the accents that can go over a vowel. Répétez. Accent, tréma. Okay. Répétez. O accent tréma, E accent tréma. Notice on the E accent tréma that we're not dotting the I and putting the tréma. We just don't dot the I, we add the 2 dots for the accent tréma. Okay? The accent tréma can appear above an E, I, or U, and it's very important for pronunciation purposes because it separates vowel. So these 3 words should be familiar to you. If we pronounce Madame's last name, Israel, the proper French way, it's Yisrael. We're separating the A and the E. And the next word, pronounced almost the same in French and in English. In French, coïncidence. We're separating the O and the I instead of the English coincidence, where we're also making that separation, but in English we don't have the tréma. And the name Eloise, Eloise, which we're pronouncing, separating the O and the I, both in English and in French. Otherwise, in French, it would be pronounced Eloise, not as pretty as Eloise. Okay. The last accent is la cédille. Répétez la cédille. La means the, so the cédille, or the cédille. And it looks like a 5 without the line across the top. 5 without a line across the top. And it goes under the letter C. Okay, so when we pronounce it, we say cédille. Notice we're not saying accent. So we don't say accent cédille, we just say cédille. The letter C in French is say and then cédille. For instance, a very important word for French is français. Okay, and you see that cédille there. Okay, and then ça, as in used in the useful phrase ça va, how is it going? And you can also answer with ça va, it's going. And it's very important to understand why we're using the cédille. Okay, when the C is hard, okay, it's followed by an A, O, or U, as in the French word carte. Okay, map, menu, cards. Notice cards in English. Concombre, cucumber. And this rule is the same in English as well. Car, cop. So again, A, O, U are considered hard vowels, and the C before those vowels will be pronounced with a K sound. If the C is followed by an E or an I, the C is soft, in French and in English. France, cite, cemetery, recite, many others. So let's go back to français and ça. We want to, since they're both followed by the hard vowel A, we want to soften the C, we add the cédille. So instead of franquais, we have français. And instead of ca va, doesn't really sound very good, we have ça va. Here are 5 questions that you need to know how to answer. Go back and look at your notes that you just took to be prepared for Friday's flipped lesson on l'alphabet et les accents. Au revoir mes élèves et en classe.